Hi guys, welcome to Mystic Tech Talk, and today I'm gonna tell more about the difference between a waist or a seat harness.
What is then the difference between a seat and a waist harness?
The difference between a waist and a seat harness is the following. With a waist harness, the harness is only strapped around your waist and not around your legs. And with the seat harness, you have the leg straps, so therefore the harness is strapped around your legs in order to give you more support on the lower part of the body. People who like more movement and flexibility, they would go for the waist harness because it's a more of a free feeling during riding, and a seat harness gives you less movement but gives more support. For example, with beginning of kiteboarding, with classes, it's really nice to wear a seat harness because the kite is up in the air on the 12 o'clock, and the seat harness doesn't allow the bar to go up by, for example, stabbing in your ribs. So I think that's the main difference between a waist or a seat harness.
But Max, why would you wear a diaper when you have a nice looking waist harness?
Of course, the waist harnesses look way nicer, and I think waist harnesses are really good for intermediate to expert riding. But I think when you learn kitesurfing or windsurfing, it's better to start first with the seat harness, and rather it looking as a diaper or not, if it will increase your way of riding, heavily, I think you should go for the seat harness first, and don't make a mistake to go on a waist harness too fast. When your riding is better, you can go up and down. You're starting your new trick, your first tricks, then you could definitely go for the nice looking waist harness.
Which harness would you use with the different disciplines in kite and windsurfing?
Yeah, in kitesurfing and windsurfing we have a lot of disciplines. We have freestyle, freeride, we have wave, we have race, slalom. In the freeride, freestyle and wave disciplines, we use more the waist harness because of the movement. The legs and the low part of the body are able to move around more. So in these disciplines I suggest the waist harness. And I suggest the seat harness when you learn kiteboarding and when you do racing or slalom, because you want to have the boom or the bar close to you, low, and gives a lot of support around the butt, and therefore a seat harness is way better to use.
What is the most important thing you should pay attention to when purchasing a new harness?
Every person has a different back or body shape, so therefore it's really important that you look at the fit. We have a lot of sizes. We go from extra small to extra large. And also if you really have a strong back or a weak back. Because if you have a weak back, go for the more expensive molded ones, which allows and give you a lot of support. When you have a better back and you want to move around a lot, you can go for the more lighter and foamy harnesses. Don't start off too quickly to the waist. If you learn it or you like to have a lot of support on the lower back, go for the seat harness. And of course, people in the shops can always help you out on your choice. Okay, now I'm gonna give a little demonstration how a waist harness works. So here I have the bar, which is obviously the same effect as the windsurfing boom. And when I lean in the harness, I can feel that all the support is in this side of the back, so really on the waist part. And because I'm not attached to my legs, I can really move around, and that's really important for doing freestyle tricks, free riding, or let's say riding with a surfboard and able to do a lot of moves. When I hook out, I do unhook tricks. I can again move a lot around, do tricks. So the waist harness is definitely really nice to have a lot of freedom and no restrictions. And now the same demonstration with the seat harness. So you can see that the seat harness is already attached around my legs, so it doesn't go up. And especially when you learn kitesurfing, when the kite's a lot on 12 o'clock, the harness is not able to move up and to stab in my ribs, which is really comfortable. Other than that, it's really located on the lower part, and therefore you can always ride your bar or your boom a little bit lower on your body. Here you have a little peak which gives the lower back support. Yeah, and that's really an advantage on the seat harness. Okay guys, this was a little bit more tech talk about a waist or a seat harness. Yeah, really decide for yourself which you would like and prefer in terms of support. Wish you all the best with your choice, and have a good ride. See you next time.